You've probably heard people talk about good debt and bad debt, but what does that really mean? Most of us were taught that having any type of debt is a bad thing, but not all debt is created equal. How you use debt can be the deciding factor of whether you have financial failure or financial success. A couple years ago, I leveraged my personal credit to get access to business funding, which allowed me to purchase an 18-wheeler. Until this day, this 18-wheeler generates revenue for my trucking company. In this video, I'm gonna help you guys understand the differences between good debt and bad debt and how you can leverage it to create financial success. So when it comes to the definition of debt, simply put, is money borrowed that you have to pay back. Now, when it comes to good debt versus bad debt, good debt is money that's borrowed that gives you a positive ROI, return on investment. Bad debt is money that you borrow that gives you a negative return on investment. And I'm gonna break down examples of each so you guys can understand. So when it comes to return on investment, I don't want you guys to simply think on the money side. A return on your investment could be stability, it could be peace of mind, and it can be convenience. So I want you guys to think about these three things in addition to money when I break down the examples of good debt and bad debt. So whether it's your primary house or an investment property, a house is looked at as good debt because real estate isn't going anywhere. We're not making any more land. Some people may tell you should never buy a home. Here's why I look at buying a house as good debt. So for one, you're building up equity by making your monthly mortgage payments. Two, you're providing stability for yourself and your family, which is huge. You don't want to be moving from place to place once your leases are up. And now on the investment side, that's definitely looked at as good debt because ideally, if you're buying an investment property, you're gonna make more money than your monthly payment. So for example, I recently bought a 4-unit quadplex in Chicago where my mortgage is $3,900 a month, and with all 4 units rented out, I'm looking at $6,100 in rent. Positive cash flow of $2,200 a month, not including any property management, maintenance, vacancy costs. So I know we all want Sleepy Joe to cancel those student loans, but I don't think it's gonna happen, y'all. When it comes to investing in your education, it could be looked at as good or bad debt. I graduated with around $45,000 in student loans with a computer science degree that allowed me to make $62,000 immediately after graduating school. Over time, salary has increased to 6 figures. That's a good investment. That $45,000 has yielded over $800,000 in 8 years. When it comes to investing in your education, if your current situation doesn't improve from the information that you learn, whether it's a course, a class, a degree, then that's bad debt. But if you improve your lifestyle from the information you receive, then that's good debt. Funding a business can be an example of good debt only if you have a current business where you know if you inject X amount of funds into your business, it'll bring back X amount of revenue, or if you have a proof of concept and you know you'll get a return on investment from leveraging debt. I leveraged debt to purchase an 18-wheeler, and I'll give you guys some more details about that later on. So if you've learned something so far in this video, please hit the like button so people just like you can find this video. All debt could be looked at as bad debt depending on the decisions you're making. Whether you're funding a business, purchasing a house, investing in your education, if you're making the wrong decisions, this could land you into the bad debt category. But I'm going to give you guys some examples of what bad debt is. Having a credit card isn't a bad thing. Carrying a balance on your credit card is. Every time you carry a balance on your credit card, you incur interest and finance charges. So let's say you have a $5,000 balance on your credit card, right? Let's say the interest rate is 28%. You may be getting charged $150 a month on top of your monthly payment if you're not paying the balance off in full every month. So that $150 finance charge every month is costing you $1,800 a year. When it comes to financing a car, it could go both ways. When it comes to good debt, let's say you need a car to get to work. So this car is actually helping you to make more income, and this is where it's looked at as good debt. Versus, let's say you just got a job and you go out and get the latest and greatest Mercedes with $1,000 a month car note, plus insurance, plus maintenance costs. Whereas you could have got the latest Honda Accord, maybe with a $500 car note, plus insurance and maintenance. And that car is actually saving you $500 a month, plus whatever maintenance and repair costs you would have incurred by having a luxury vehicle. So now this last example of bad debt, it ain't no way around it. You can't slice and dice this into good debt. It's 100% bad debt. If you ever gotten this type of loan, you know, maybe you fell on hard times, but try to borrow money from family and friends, or, you know, even a credit card is better than using this type of debt. This type of bad debt is a payday loan. You may get charged 30, 40, 50% interest on a payday loan. You're losing all of your money trying to pay this payday loan back. Try to avoid this at all costs. So remember I told you guys about the 18-wheeler I purchased. So now here's the rundown on it. I bought an 18-wheeler back in 2021 for $69,000. I leveraged business funding to purchase this. That brings in approximately $20,000 in revenue every month. So if you calculate 20,000 times 24 months over the past 2 years, that gets you $480,000 in revenue minus the $69,000 in debt that was taken out for the actual truck. You're left at $411,000. That's not the entire profit. Business doesn't work like that. You have repairs and breakdowns, but I just want to give you guys a picture of leveraging debt to make money. And when it comes to bad debt, you know, a lot of us tend to have credit card debt, or maybe, you know, a car loan, or some type of personal loan, payday loan. So with these bad type of debts, you want to put yourself on a budget, and you want to put any excess income towards paying the debt down. The faster you can pay the debt down, the faster you'll have more income to save and invest. So the next time you plan to get credit, I want you guys to ask yourself a serious question. Is this good debt or is this bad debt? And is this debt gonna lead me towards financial failure or financial success? I know sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You might have to get that car loan, or you might have to take out that personal loan, or use your credit card for an emergency. But just make sure it's giving you some type of return on investment, whether it's convenience, peace of mind, or stability. And just always, always, always try to balance your good debt and your bad debt by monitoring your money closely, working on that emergency fund, and staying on top of your bills every month. Understanding the difference between good debt and bad debt is a critical step in becoming financially fit. Use debt to build wealth and invest in your future, while eliminating bad debt as much as possible to free up resources so you can hit your financial goals. If you're ready to leverage your credit to build wealth, watch my video to the left. I'll be breaking down how you can leverage business funding to unlock your financial dreams. I appreciate you guys for tapping in. Hit that subscribe button. And as always, have a play for your money, family. Let's get it.